Hi! Welcome to the video. In case if you don't know who I am, my name is Ashley. I took to social media because I had this idea about doing a makeup experiment and you all were super excited about it as much as I was, so I went ahead and I tried it out today. The experiment was to take the powder blush and turn it into a cream. This kind of all started because I have drier skin, and while the powder works okay, I actually do prefer more of a cream consistency because it helps to keep my skin hydrated. So I thought, because I used to actually take my powder foundation and mix it with a moisturizer to create a cream, so I thought I could probably do the same thing with the blush. I went ahead and I tried this with the Got It Glow blush because this is the most universally flattering color, and I actually had double of them, so I thought I could go ahead and use one to experiment with. So I have the results from that experiment. I actually tried 3 different things. First, I tried water. It did not work. I mean, I kind of figured it wouldn't, and I actually didn't use water. I used a facial mist, which is water-based. And basically what happens there is the water evaporates and you're left with powder still. And actually, it feels drier than the pan. So I don't recommend doing that. The next thing that I tried was a facial oil. That gives a little bit more of a liquid consistency, almost like a serum. And then I also tried moisturizer, which gave the blush more of like a whipped mousse consistency, which was really surprising and cool for me. I figured it'd be more of like a cream, but it came out kind of like a whipped blush, which was really cool. So I tried the oil on this side, and then I did the moisturizer on this side. Both of them blend into the skin very easily. I didn't have any trouble at all. Similar to when you're using the powder, I still recommend using a very small amount first because you can always add more, and whenever you add a liquid to a powder, it actually kind of makes the color a little bit darker. So you want to be very careful with how much you're using so you don't look, oh my gosh, blush, you know? So if you're interested in trying to take your powder blush and you want to turn it into a cream, it's actually very easy to do. You're just going to take your little pan, scrape it off either onto the back of your hand, or if you want to use a plate, you totally can. And then you're going to just add a tiny little bit of either oil or moisturizer, mix it together, put a little dot on your cheek and blend it out with a sponge or a brush. Super easy to do, and then you have a little bit more hydration, especially for the summertime. I highly recommend doing this. It was just a fun little experiment to do, and it worked really well. Like I said, blended super easily. I didn't have any trouble with that. I used a sponge, but I think you could use a brush as well. I just prefer sponges, so that's what I did. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link to the blog post, which will be a little bit more thorough explanation on exactly how I did this. And yeah, if you try this, which I highly recommend that you do, I'd love to see pictures. So yeah, I'm so excited about this experiment. It's gonna be really fun to be able to try it with some of the other colors too, and even the bronzer. I'm excited to try it with the bronzer too. So yeah, anyway, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it helpful. All right, take care. Bye.